As you can tell in the title of the video, I'm going to be taking you through step by step how to change out the thermostat in a 2016 F150 Platinum. I have the 3.5 liter EcoBoost in this motor. Okay, tools that are going to be needed: 8mm deep socket. You can use an electric ratchet if you have one available. You're going to need a swivel. The second one is kind of hard to get to, so you're going to need basically the adjustability of the swivel to get there. You're also going to need 8mm wrench. I have a little fancy one here, but you can use a normal one and still get the job done. You're going to definitely need flathead screwdriver. You're going to need a thermostat. I got mine for right around $59 online. Works fantastic. It's a 170-degree thermostat. All right, last but not least, you're definitely going to need coolant. You can either get one and mix it yourself, or you can stick with the 50-50 blend and go from there. Usually what comes to factory, where I'm from, we have the orange, so even though this does say for GM, you could definitely use this for your Ford as well. All right, my background in cars: I've been in the automotive industry for years. I'm an AC certified technician. Doesn't mean much these days. Just shows that I can pass a test, but I can definitely work on vehicles as well. All right, step one, you're going to want to remove this Y right here. This Y has to come off. You have basically a flathead right here, another adjustment here, and then this one right here needs to be removed. Located here on the back, there is going to be a sensor here. So this needs to be disconnected as well. It's a clip-on, so it really does not hard to take off. All right, your next step is you're definitely going to want to make sure that the car is cool. You don't want to do this while the car is hot. Risk of burn is definitely there if you do that. Remove the radiator cap just to get any pressure that may be in the line out of there. So take this, the cap, and remove it and put it to another location. Don't drop it anywhere. I tend to like to put it somewhere safe, like here. On the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, the radiator thermostat, or my apologies, the thermostat itself is actually located right here on top. There's two bolts. There's an 8mm bolt there, and then on the inside you can also see there's another 8mm bolt at the bottom there too. I don't remove any hoses. There's nothing involved with that. This here is pretty able to move, and you can move it around as you see fit. After you remove those two bolts, you're going to want to put a pan underneath the vehicle, because you're going to have roughly, I would say, a half a gallon of coolant that's going to come out. You can either do it in the grass, or you can actually put a pan underneath the vehicle and catch the coolant that actually leaks out. After you remove those two, the thermostat is actually right underneath this. I mean, it's right there. All right, I've already done my thermostat, so I'm not physically going to go in there and take it out again. But the thermostat sits in there like this with the rubber gasket around it, and sits in the housing just like this. It may have some pressure behind it just because of being in there for a little bit. So what you can do is you can take a flathead screwdriver and actually locate it in here and just pry it out, and then it'll pop right out. Usually when you put your new thermostat in there, it also is going to come with a new gasket. So you don't want to reuse any of the old gaskets. These things have a tendency to wear, and you don't want to do all this and then next thing you know you have any leaks or anything to that nature. Okay, when you get to this section, after everything is all back together and buttoned all up, it's a simple process. Leave your radiator cap off. Do not put the radiator cap back on. Leave it off of the vehicle, because you're going to want to go inside, and actually it's a way to get the car to bleed out correctly. Okay, on this portion of it, you're going to have the car idle. I'd say let it idle for about 5 minutes. That's when your temp is actually going to get up some more. Once the temp is to a decent amount, you're going to want to actually rev the car to roughly about 3,500 RPMs and kind of hold it there for a little bit. Make sure you're monitoring, making sure that the coolant doesn't bubble over. So there's a line on the coolant jar that actually shows where the minimum and maximum is. You're going to want to put it at the maximum, because as soon as the thermostat actually opens up, it's going to suck down the fluid. So then you're going to have to go back and kind of like top it off to where you need it to be. After that is, like I said, keep the radiator cap off. idle it to about $3 grand, so you can get any air pockets out, get that thermostat opened up, get the fluid flowing through the motor, so you can have an accurate amount of fluid that actually goes into the vehicle. That pretty much sums up how to replace your thermostat in your EcoBoost F150, and it would be like this for the same thing. I have a 2013 model F150 as well, and it's the same process for that one as well. I'm not sure on the 2.7s or the 5.0s. If you have any questions, concerns, leave a comment down in the section, in the comment section. Let me know. Thank you.